Alright, this is your boy Public in the building. I had a lot of mic issues regarding my PC because of this program called Discord. Don't ever download that shit unless they have fixed it. That's the reason why I couldn't like record videos because it raised my mic up so high to where that I couldn't really like speak. So so let's get into the match here. So what I'm showing you guys today is PsyFrames with a little twist. I'm not gonna tell you any more about it. Now, the thing about Cyber is that they're like a counter based deck. Whatever action your opponent does, you can make an action to it, punish your opponent, make a synchro, and put your opponent in a really shit situation. So the thing about side frames, what makes this deck really strong, is that the field spell. The field spell says that, when a side frame monster is summoned to your side of the field, you could immediately make a synchro summon. So you use like the generic synchros like Black Rose, Stardust, Hot Red, Archipane, but the ones that you really want to like abuse the during your opponent's turn is like Black Rose, Lord Omega, Lord Zetra. You want some of those guys out all the time, and just keep punishing your opponent. Another card that makes this deck really strong is that it's Side Frame Overlord. Once per turn, you can banish one side frame monster that is in your hand or face it on your side of the field. Target one card on the field, banish that card face down. And if this card is in your graveyard, you can banish this card. You banish this card to add one side frame card from your deck to your hand. Really good, really good. It has that breakthrough skill effect. You can't use it when it touches the graveyard for the first time, which makes sense. And then the thing about it is like each individual of the side frame monsters, they do like various action effects. So like you have the trap one, the spell one, and the monster one, which negates like each and every other type. You have the battle fader one. The battle fader one says that it ends the battle phase and destroys the monster. So, and pretty much it'll make your opponent miss timing because it ends the battle phase. No, it destroys the monster, then ends the battle phase. So, meaning that Fire Hand or Ice Hand will not be able to trigger no matter what. You have one that if it's normal summon or special summon, you could summon this card out, and you can add a side frame monster. You add a side frame card from your deck to your hand. Really good, really good. This card would definitely you definitely want to run this card at 3 because it is your searcher. If you haven't noticed, you notice how side frames lack damage, right? You notice that. So now remember I said towards the beginning of the video there's a little twist. Now the little twist is that to make up for the damage and to make sure that you don't screw yourself over, because the only thing what makes this deck really powerful is that you don't want to have any monster on the field. So, and as you see, the card came up, which is Yosenju's. Yosenju's can cover up for your damage. I play about 7 Yosenju monsters. Not bad, not bad. I don't want to like commit fully to it because towards the end of the day, anything that your opponent tries to do is going to get punished by your side frames anyway, which makes the deck really powerful. So you just go, okay, side frame punch your opponent, bring out a monster synchro, okay, bring out some of your Yosenju monsters, poke. Use comma one bounce monster card I don't like to see. So Vandy's evidence is not relevant to me, and just punish my opponent. That's how you literally play the deck. And I have another. So this will be fine in the mirror match. And this is where you actually really get to see how bad, not how bad it is, but how hard it is for side frames to get their damage off. Because one of the biggest things that, like I said before, side frames, they lack damage. So decks like decks like DDDs or decks like Necros can just maul over this deck completely if they don't have a fill spell out. But the thing about it is that, you know, their monster effects make up for their damage. So right here, he just summon out Beta, and I'll show you guys a wording for it. Yeah, destroy the attacking monster, then end the battle phase. So right there, so I don't, you know, bullshit you guys. And one thing about the PsyFrame monsters is that if you don't get your summon off, they all get banished by its effect during the end phase. So you want to make sure you have the fill spell out. There is other ways you can use this. You can use this to your advantage, like urgent tuning, not a bad tech card, or, you know, psychic path. Because again, this was when I was going through the deck. Now, when I make more changes to the deck, no further on, I'm gonna run these cards. Psychic Field Zone is a really powerful card. Select two of your remove from play monsters, Psychic Tuner and Psychic non-type tuner, return to the graveyard, and you can first summon one Psychic type synchro monster from your extra deck in face of defense position, which is the the PsyFrame monsters, where you could just, you know, banish, you know, they could just dodge. So it wouldn't really matter if they try to, like, you know, do like a crazy play. And then another card that I'm thinking about running in here, if I do decide to run this card, would be Thought Ruler. At least. Because Thought Ruler is a really powerful card. Really powerful card. It's a second monster, and you can abuse it with the... well, you can't abuse it with the fill spell, but it's better to have it during your opponent's turn. So I'm going to show you guys the deck profile. Okay, so there's the deck profile of me during my first run through. Now, yes, I played 24 monsters. That's a lot of monsters, I know, but they counter, you know, each other portion, and you want to make sure you draw into these guys. Now, is there any changes that I would make? I would add a card D's, power dualities, maybe some chicken game, and maybe cut down, you know, the monsters, you know, a little bit down to a point, so I can play more back row. So let's go to the deck list. Triple PsyFrame driver, 2 comma 2, 2 comma 1s, 2 comma 3, so I can search out the other commas, and one Stujic, I can't really say the card's name. 2 of the trap based one. The trap one's okay, but it's only good against like decks like Tellarknights, Burn Abyss. Not really good against like other decks like Deities that's been running around, Magicians that's been running around. They play no fucking traps. Monarchs. This has to be this deck's worst matchup. I don't know why, but it is. Monarchs counter this deck so hard. Delta negates all the spells. I want this card to be seen at 3, so that when my opponent activates like an upstart while I have the fill spell, I can make a synchro play, make the level 8 guy, take a card out of my opponent's hand, and now they're working with like less cards in the hand. The effect monster, this card is gonna be used most of the time anyway, because, you know, what makes the game go around? Effects. So you want to have this card at 3. The Battle Fader, you want to have this card at 3. It's just like Necros playing Valkyries. They play the card at 3. You should play this card at 3 as well. And it powers the monster, and it ends the battle phase. So you make the monster miss timing. You know how broken that is? Because it says that then part. Anything with then, you make all 1 effects miss their timing. And this is your searcher, normal or special summon. Normal or special summon, you could add a PsyFrame card. Perfect. You can search for your fill spell, you can search for your trap card. You keep it moving. Regeki, Staple, Terraformer, you want this card out there. You want to see this card. You need to see this card. 2 MSCs because, you know, back row. The fill spell, you want to have this card at 3. Bottomless, you know, Bottomless is a stable card. 2 Mirror Force, 1 Trench Tribute, and, you know, triple the trap card. Now, I know there's no side deck for this deck yet. I will be working on it. I know there's a Ghost Trick Allo card in here. That was because of the old build of the PsyFrames. But out there sometimes, you know, when the other cards came out, and I put it all together to my head, I'm like, wait. What deck utilizes having no monsters on the field? Okay, PsyFrames. Yosenjus, they bounce to the hand, so I don't really care about now. So now I have synergy, I have damage, I have all this other good shit. Extra deck, 2 of the level 8s, 1 Scrap Dragon, 1 Stardust, 1 Spark Dragon, 1 Clearing Synchro, 2 Zera, 1 Moonlight Rose Dragon, 1 Black Rose Dragon. I'm thinking about this card to 3 to 2 Armadis. I don't know why I play this card. I'm gonna cut the card anyway to add like maybe like another level 4, like a rank 4, and maybe another level 7. Just in case if I see something I don't like to see. Aceton, Dweller, and of course, you know, Alucard is not supposed to belong here. So, you know, so I'm gonna add something to it. The 2 Black Rose. 2 Black Rose. Almaties will cut this card out for a what's a powerful rank 8? Oh, Colossal Fodder. Let's no. Thought Ruler. Boom. Now there will be more changes to this deck later on. I'm gonna keep working on this deck so that this deck becomes really fun for you guys to play. So like, comment, and subscribe. This is your boy Public out.